Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to install the Minn Kota Co-Pilot to a bow-mounted power drive trolling motor. I will also be showing you how to install the attachment clip that comes with the Co-Pilot remote. That being said, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I've opened the package for the Co-Pilot, and of course here is your manual that it comes with, along with your fob or remote, and it already comes with the battery mounted inside here, a lanyard if that's how you choose to hold it, a couple of mounting screws, and the sending unit itself, which will be mounted behind the right side plate on the power drive unit. Alright, so I'm on my boat, so please ignore the constant movement during this, and this is my power drive trolling motor. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove the two screws on both side panels of this trolling motor. And once I remove the screws on each side, I'm going to remove the right side panel and then go over here, and because the left side panel has the wiring through it, I'm just going to go ahead and pop that open to expose this inner area here to do the other steps. And of course, you got to make sure that there's no power to the unit at this time. Now I'm back at the trolling motor, and the next thing to do is to deploy it and then remove this center cover here by depressing the tabs so you can get to the inner mechanisms. Now that I've removed the right side plate here, I have it laying on its side, and here's the sending unit, and I have my two mounting screws. And what it's going to do is sit right in here, running your wires over here, and then you're going to insert the screws here to mount it inside, and then you're going to carefully take this antenna wire here after you've attached this and run it through these little tabs all the way down through here into the last one here. Okay, so I have the sending unit secured in here with these two screws, and make sure not to over tighten them. And then I have, as you can see, the antenna wire fed through those little notches in there, holding it in place. Now I'm going to go back to the trolling motor unit. Alright, I've got the little center cover off, and one of the reasons for doing that is because there's supposed to be a little strain relief bracket in here. I don't know if you can see it, but in the center hole here, which is threaded, and it's supposed to have it, but apparently Minn Kota either discontinued it or didn't want to put it in my model whenever it was manufactured. So the next thing to do is take this cable here that was coming out that would connect to the foot pedal, which is a female connector, and connect it to the male plug that's coming out of the new sending unit that you attached in the right side plate. So we'll do that. And there's a little notch in there, like most of the stuff that they have, that lines everything up. Okay, now this in turn is going to be your foot pedal pin connector, and then we're going to put everything back together and run the wires. Again, excuse the rocking. I'm in my dock and a boat just came by since it's the weekend. Now I wanted to show you something in here just so you have a better idea how it's working. Right in here there's the tab slot for this center cover, which will snap back in. And then there's also this little channel in here where you're going to run your new wiring cables through here and then out through this center section here, which I'll show you at the end. And I also removed these caps because this new connection in here is going to have to fit inside this right side plate, so it just makes it easier to get everything back together. I just wanted to show you what I ended up doing, just because I didn't want the new connection that's going to be in here to interfere with the release latch. So I just rolled it up and put it inside the center cover plate here where it won't be in the way of anything. Then ran the wires through the little slot and then out through the front here. So I have my power hooked up and my foot pedal hooked up. It's a little out of view, but I wanted to let you see the trolling motor working. Now, in order to use the foot pedal, you have to leave the switch in the continuous mode in order for it to work, like this. And if you try and use the remote in this mode, you'll get a beep like that, which is an error signal, meaning that it's not going to work. So, for your fob to work, you have to switch over to momentary in the trolling motor, and then you have fob control. This is the standard mounting clip on your fishing rod for the Co-Pilot remote. And you look on the back here and it's curved to go against the butt of your rod. And then it's also got these holes on either side where they run zip ties through it. And it makes it almost permanently attached to your rod, so you have to buy a lot of these for all your rods. Well, I didn't want to do that, so I modified this so I could take it off easily when I'm switching rods. So what I did was I took the standard one, and these center ones here, I just cut it out using an X-Acto blade, and it gives you about 1/4 inch or so of a hole through the center. Then what I did was took this Velcro cable tie and cut it down to about 1/4 inch in width. And I'm going to slide it through the widened holes I made and thread it through. And then what you'll have is this Velcro that will attach to the back of your rod. So you can easily attach and detach it and use it on multiple rods. And then here is your Co-Pilot remote, and you can see it still slides in and clips like it should. So that's it. If you have any questions, please leave them for me in the comments. Thank you.